Some people learn about healing from books and laboratories. The Dogon people of Mali learned it from the sky. Let's travel to the high cliffs of Bandiagara, a place of stark, breathtaking beauty. Long before outsiders ever set foot here, the Dogon people shaped one of Africa's most fascinating and mysterious systems of healing. It was a complex blend of advanced herbal science, precise astronomy, and deep spiritual mastery. To understand Dogon healing, you first have to understand their view of the world. For them, reality wasn't just what you could see and touch. It was a constant interplay of the seen and unseen, of physical matter and invisible energy, of the body you inhabit and the destiny you follow. Their world was alive, interconnected, and pulsating with meaning. At the heart of this system were the healers, known as the Dogon. A Dogon wasn't chosen for their age, their wealth, or their political power. They were chosen for something much deeper: their purity of spirit, their unwavering self-discipline, and their profound ability to listen, not just to a patient's heartbeat, but to the whispers of the universe itself. Let's look inside a Dogon healer's toolkit. It was a pharmacy sourced directly from the earth and sky. They used the leaves of the Kinkaliba plant, a powerful tool for cleansing the blood and bringing down a raging fever. For any kind of stomach illness, they turned to the bark of the Sambala tree. The air would often be thick with the purifying smoke of desert sage, used to create a shield of spiritual protection around the patient and the healing space, for building strength and resilience. They relied on the fruits of the tamarind and the mighty baobab tree, staples of life in the Sahel. But their methods went beyond simple herbal remedies. A healer might use the smoke from burning cheroot to gently chase away disturbed or malevolent spirits that were causing distress. They even used a ritually prepared millet beer, but this was never for casual drinking. It was a sacred element used exclusively in healing ceremonies to open spiritual channels. And then there was one of a Dogon's most intriguing materials, what they called crushed stars. This was a fine, white clay, cool to the touch. They would apply it to the body not just to cool it physically, but to reset its energy field, to bring it back to its original, healthy vibration. Each plant, each element, had a specific purpose, a specific energy, and a specific spirit it worked with. But what truly set the Dogon apart, what made their system so unique, was their practice of cosmic diagnostics. They believed that every single illness, from a common cold to a deep emotional trauma, had a specific vibration. And this vibration was linked to the grand, cosmic dance happening all around them. A healer would consider the movement of the moon across the night sky, the exact position of the star Sirius, which held immense importance in their cosmology, and the unseen rhythm of the Namo, their primordial ancestor spirits. They even considered the patient's own personal life cycle, their unique celestial blueprint. Imagine a doctor who, instead of just taking your temperature, would go out at dusk and study the length and shape of the shadows. Imagine them pouring a handful of sand and reading the patterns it makes, or staring into the flickering flames of a fire to understand the nature of your illness. This is what a Dogon healer did. Through these methods they could determine if a sickness was a simple body imbalance, an emotional blockage caused by grief, or fear, a spiritual disruption from a negative encounter, a sign of ancestor neglect, or even an interference with one's personal destiny. This holistic view was radical. It meant that the source of an illness might not be a virus or a bacteria, but a broken relationship with an ancestor. The cure might not be a pill, but a ritual to realign you with your life's path. To the Dogon, the most severe illness wasn't a disease of the body. The worst sickness was when a person lost their way, when they became disconnected from their own destiny. So, for the Dogon, healing was never just about fixing a broken part. It was about restoring harmony. It was about re-establishing the sacred connections between the individual and the world around them. This meant healing your relationship with the land that sustains you, with the ancestors who guide you, with the stars that watch over you, and with your own spirit that animates you. True health was a state of complete, multi-layered alignment. The Dogon people weren't primitive, as colonial history so often mislabeled them. They were philosophers of the highest order, brilliant astronomers, and profound spiritual scientists. Their wisdom reminds the world of a forgotten, powerful truth, as they themselves would say. Medicine is not only what you swallow, medicine is what you understand. The wisdom of Africa is far deeper, more complex, and more beautiful than the world has ever truly admitted. Thanks so much for watching and exploring this incredible culture with me. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more dives into the world's hidden wisdom. See you next time.